What's up, guys? Back with another video on YouTube, and in this video I'll be talking about the NBA All-Star of 2020, right? Do you know why I want to make this video? The NBA has gotten like more interesting has it ever been, right? But I decided to make this video even though like I have not been getting a lot of likes on my recent upload video lately. So this is why like I don't post a lot of videos on YouTube, right? There's one reason because not a lot of people like my video, not a lot of people watch my video, and I've been and yeah, my life has been very busy, right? Because we're moving out this because I'm moving out this house, so and plus my class just started, so yeah, just sorry, man. Like I'm very like lacking behind in like uploading YouTube video lately, so I decided to skip a lot of upload. Yeah, I think that moving it has been a lot of work, and plus my eyes are still recovering from surgery, right? I mean it is much better than than a couple weeks ago, right? And my eyes are still red, right? So I mean my eyes still healing, right? All that stuff. So yeah, just like still recover from it, from LASIK surgery, and very busy. Yeah, this year is really busy. Is like really busy. So I won't be able to upload as much video as I used to before. Again, yeah, and look like like people stop viewing my channel. So, and whenever I make an NBA video, like people just don't like the video, or they just dislike the video, or hardly get any likes, right? The last time I'm been getting a like on my NBA video is about Kobe Bryant's death, and that was really terrible news, right? You just never know what happened, right? Unpredictable. Man, very like gruesome news, right? But anyway, man, like so I'm gonna be talking about the NBA All-Star game, right? And why was it special this year? So they have, of course, every year they have like the skill contest, NBA skill contest, NBA win the 3-point contest, and the dunk contest, and they have NBA All-Star game, right? So this time you see like they just pick a team leader, and then they just pick their own teammates within their division, and they just like play the game, right? So this year in 2020 it's Team LeBron against Team Giannis, right? In an NBA All-Star game. So yeah, so I'll be going over the not a dunk contest, I mean the skill contest, right? Yeah, I did watch a little bit of the All-Star game, but I couldn't memorize every single detail, and I'm only gonna point out the most important facts that everyone knew and everyone know is obvious when they watch an NBA All-Star. I only point out the obvious main point and criticism of the NBA All-Star, right? And hope you like this video, because if you don't watch All-Star, you can just listen to me like what's going on, right? With NBA and what was the biggest highlight of it. So that's what I'm trying to point out, right? So the NBA winner skill contest of 2020 All-Star, his name is Bam Adebayo. I have a hard time pronouncing these names, yeah, because sometimes it's a little weird name and stuff, but I try my best to pronounce his name, but pronouncing is so hard. Yeah, he's Miami Heat, star, Bam, Adebayo. I'll spell his name letter by letter. Badebayo. If I pronounce his name correctly, just comment below, but if not, then what else can I say? Yeah, so this guy from the Miami Heat, won, the skill contest, after, Domantas, Sabonis, from the Indiana Pacers. you know, in the contest, that saw, you know, 3 former championship knockout on the first round, right? So that's the winner of the skill contest. And the winner of the, you know, the NBA winner of 3-point contest, surprisingly, I thought it's gonna be like, yeah. So before you watch this video, you know, like, comment below like what was your prediction of who's gonna win, you know, each of the contests, right? And if you get one of them correct, or if you get all of them correct coincidentally, then comment below, and I do want to congratulate you that you get your prediction correct. Yeah, so for the 3-point contest, definitely no Steph Curry, Klay Thompson because of, you know, injury in their leg, and I was picking, you know, Devin Booker or you know, Joe Harris to win, you know, 3-point contest because they shoot 3-point like really well, right? But surprisingly, you know, like Devin Booker come up short, you know, and Buddy Hield beats him by like 1 point in 3-point contest. So Buddy Hield was, you know, from the Sacramento Kings, won the 3-point contest for 2020, right? Yeah, like beating, you know, Devin Booker and Davis Bertans in the 3-point contest, you know, on Saturday in Chicago. So that's where the NBA. That's one thing I forgot. The NBA is taking place in Chicago, right? You know, that's where D-Wade, you know, played with the Chicago Bulls, right? And then he retired from the Miami Heat, I guess, right? Yeah, I knows that. Yeah. So congratulations to you, Buddy Hield. You won the 3-point contest, right? And congratulations to you, you know, Buddy Hield's, you know, fans, right? And then here is the most, you know, part of the NBA All-Star, right? Here's the biggest highlight. So when we come to the NBA dunk contest, I mean, it just got rigged. Like everybody, like, oh my gosh, like I cannot explain this stuff, but the NBA contest got rigged, man. And I have to tell you why, man. So yeah, so after, you know, eliminating, you know, all the, you know, the NBA player, you know, round by round, and on the final round, it's Derrick Jones Jr., you know, versus, you know, Eric Gordon, right? Aaron Gordon, right? Yeah, from the Orlando Magic, and this is Derrick Jones Jr., you know, from, you know, the Miami Heat, right? And surprisingly, you know, like the dunk contest was on his birthday, so happy birthday to him and stuff. So here is the craziest part, right? Now Eric Gordon, like he got like 50 points, you know, like 3 times straight, you know, from the judges, and he never, you know, got under 50, not even a single point, right? Yeah, so I think like one of the judges is D-Wade, right? Yeah, they got D-Wade, you know, and some actor as celebrity as well, and yeah, there was like 5 judges, right? This being Derrick Jones Jr. and Eric Gordon, right? So if you watch the dunk contest, just trying to think, yeah, Eric Gordon, they say that Eric Gordon probably dunks better than, you know, Derrick Jones Jr., right? Even though, you know, Derrick Jones Jr. didn't deserve to win dunk contest essay, and it should have gone to Eric Gordon, right? But then, you know, everything turns into, you know, D-Wade's favor, right? Yeah, so before, you know, the dunk contest over, you know, Derrick Jones Jr. just did his dunk, you know, like the ball, you know, goes under his leg, and he just dunked, and he got like 50 points automatically, right? But Aaron Gordon, you know, like, man, he just got robbed, like big time. Eric Gordon, right? This is really, you know, where things are really messed up. And, you know, and it looks like, you know, Eric Gordon wants to jump, you know, on, you know, Shaq O'Neal, but Shaq O'Neal doesn't feel that comfortable, and then, you know, they have to, you know, get a really tall guy, you know, over 7 feet tall, you know, so they have to get Taco Fall, you know, into the dunk contest, and Eric Gordon like jumped really high, you know, and he did jump over Taco, but then, you know, like he didn't score 50 because, you know, people saying that, oh, like, oh, his leg, you know, touched, you know, Taco, right? Yeah, jumping, yeah, you know, the Taco guy from the Boston Celtics, right? This guy's extremely tall. He's like at least 7'6" or 7'5" at minimally. Like this guy is like freaking tall, and he only scored like 47 points. Yeah, and one of the nines came from Dion Wade, right? Everything works in Wade favor, because yeah, he's been playing in Miami Heat for the longest time, and Derek Jones Jr.'s from Miami Heat, right? And he won, his dunk contest on his birthday. That is so crazy, man. That is really, really crazy. And I heard that in the interview, like Aaron Gordon say, "I'm not gonna go for a dunk contest ever again. I'll just go for a 3-point shot, right?" Yeah, I believe so, because Aaron Gordon's also good, 3-point shooter too, so you cannot count that out. So yeah, I feel sorry for him, man. Like the Judge weren't being fair enough. Like, and really had to go hard on him. Like Derek Jones Jr. probably cannot jump over Taco. Yeah, probably not. It is extremely impossible and difficult, right? I mean, if he tried to jump over Taco and made dunk, then man, this dude will probably not gonna win, right? Yeah, they made the dunk contest, a little easier on Derek Jones Jr. than Eric Gordon, right? And they scored tougher on him too, so that way they just bailed him out and caused Derek Jones Jr. to win, for Dion Wade, because he plays for the Miami Heat for the longest time, man. Right? So I think that's exactly what's going on. And then I forgot to mention about the NBA, All-Star game, right? Here we go again, high scoring game. No, it's nothing like that. What? Like every time when I watch the NBA All-Star game, like it always gets so boring, right? They always score like 40 or 50 points a quarter, like crazy scoring game, high scoring game that nobody wants to watch, because they don't play serious, and they play like absolutely like hardly any defense, and they just keep shooting and dunking and just having like hundreds of rebounds and scoring hundreds of points. But no, like this NBA, this NBA culture has been, All-Star has been very different, this year, right? Yeah, obviously because, Kobe Bryant passed away, so they obviously make it entertaining, just to honor, Kobe Bryant's, right? Yeah, ever since, he had a death, so man, I still feel really sorry for Kobe, man. Man, it's just like nothing we can do, right? So in the NBA All-Star game, like here is how the rule works, right? I'll tell you exactly what's going on. So this is like a normal NBA game, right? The first 3 quarters is just normal, right? But then there is no fourth quarter. Why do I say no fourth quarter? Because fourth quarter is, timeless, right? There is no limit. Like they set like a certain standard of the score, and whoever hit that score in the fourth quarter, wins the game. And yeah, I just forgot to tell you something. Like each quarter, like an NBA team, wins in a quarter, then they just do like $100,000 donation, and whoever wins the fourth quarter wins the game and earns $300,000 for charity, right? That's how it works. Yeah, and this NBA All-Star game was a little weird, right? Because when I watch on television stuff, I'm like, why is the score so low? I'm like, usually they record, the total score, on the right hand side, right below, the television, right hand, down at the bottom of the screen, right? Usually see total score, but this is the total score, of that quarter, right? And then when it comes fourth quarter, then they show total score stuff, right? So here is how here is like how the All-Star game work, in Team LeBron against Team Giannis. So by third quarter, whoever scores the highest, they just the NBA just add like 24 points, on the highest score, and whoever reach that score first in the fourth quarter wins the game. That's all, right? So let's say, for example, like the highest score, in 3 quarter was 100 point, right? So at the end of fourth quarter, then the game will end up, at 124 points, right? That's for example. I know that nobody score 100 points, but they score. So yesterday, like at the third quarter, I think the score was like 124 to 133, right? Team Giannis scored 133 points, but Team LeBron scored 124 points. So because Team Giannis got the highest score, they just add 24 points to Team Giannis, and this is how they came up with 157 points. They didn't like take 157 points out of nowhere. It doesn't make sense, if you just take a random number and then just put the score, fourth quarter, just to end off the game. Yeah, it's very good that they set, a point limit. So that way, team play a lot more intensity. And that way, they don't go to overtime just in case the game got tied, right? I mean, that's one thing that sucks with NBA is that they can extend, their game time, when it goes to overtime, right? Yeah, so because they only add like 24 points to the highest score, and the fourth quarter got really intense. You know why? Because they were playing series. Because when every single player in the NBA, in All-Star, like when they play series, like it's a lot more intensity and fun that way too, right? And low scoring game, right? When you play tough defense, high intensity, tough defense, then your opponent, like neither of those teams are not going to score like 40 points, not even like 30 points a quarter. Fourth quarter felt so long and emotional. It felt so long. Yeah, because of the defense. So I say that maybe both teams only score like 20 points in just like 12 minutes or less. Yeah, but they're not allowing like 50 point game. Like none of that's gonna happen, right? I think the NBA, deliberately did this, just, on a Kobe Bryant, because Kobe Bryant is wearing, jersey number 24, right? Yeah, and 24 point does sound reasonable, right? So yeah, man, that's what you've been. So people, if you come below like where you ever get 157, you just add 24 point, from the highest score in the third quarter, which is Team Giannis, right? So this is what I read from the website, just earlier today, this morning, right? Wow, that was a long video. I did not expect this video to go nearly 20 minutes long, but I got ended off here. And if you have any comment below, I will answer them, as soon as I see it, right? So I just want to peace out here, and I think I have to go, and yeah, I have a lot of things to do, and I should not spend too much time on YouTube. Yeah. And the NBA All-Star winner is Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, that's the guy, man. This guy's very good, who brought the Raptors championship last year, right? Wow, man. Kobe's death does seem very serious when I just watch an All-Star game, because everybody played at the hardest, just to honor Kobe Bryant. Ever since Kobe left the world, like, yeah, the whole world has been changing lately. The whole behavior has been changing a little bit, right? Yeah, that's very good, man. Just to respect somebody, a legendary player, right? This very special dude just gone from the world, and good thing people are very honoring him and take his word seriously. That's very good. So peace out.